it's just another opportunity for us as a team to go out there and achieve the goals that we want to achieve, which is winning the Big 12 championship this year, and obviously trying to win it for the fourth time in a row is really important to us. Trying to do something that's never been done before. So I mean that's the main focus for us is just going out there, competing with each other, fighting as a team, and trying to get this Big 12 championship.
Kenneth, was it difficult to watch the defensive tape from the first game against Texas for you guys?
Not at all. I mean, we obviously made some mistakes in that game and stuff like that, but we had a lot of stuff that we could build on. And we obviously had some good things that we did in that game. So you took away the positives and the negatives, and we just built on it and got better as a group. So I'm just excited to get a chance to go out there and fight for a Big 12 championship this week.
That was a game after it was over everybody talked about. I think you and your coaches were surprised that they were the more physical team that day. What did you take from that? How did you guys handle kind of a game where the other team was just more dominant physically than you?
I mean, I feel like it was a lot of other things that went on throughout that game. Not just physicality, because I feel like at times we matched their physicality, and at times we didn't match their physicality. But it was a lot of stuff that goes on throughout the game that we have to get better at. But it's a lot of stuff throughout the game that went on in that game that we did good at. So, end of the day, we learned our lesson, and now we get a second opportunity to play those guys for a Big 12 championship. So that's really the focus right now. Is just trying to win the championship. So it's the main focus of our defense right now.
Does it help your team any that you did this last year? You played a team a second time. You've been through this process. How much does that help you guys this year?
I think that gives us a great experience of just knowing that no matter what happens, you're gonna play every Big 12 team, and then you have to play somebody twice at the end of the year. So I mean, it's just a mentality, it's just an experience that that it's something that we just don't have to go through. And now that we're at the end of the road, now it's time to go out there and fight for another championship.
Kenneth, what's the biggest challenge of playing against Sam Ellinger? What makes y'all's job defensively difficult when he's the quarterback?
I mean, he has a great arm. He can definitely get the job done with his legs, stuff like that. They like to use him in the run game a lot. So when you have a guy that's a dual threat like that, obviously you have to be cautious of his feet, and also he has a very, very great arm. So a guy like that is fun to compete against. He's a great player.
How important is it to prove to yourself as an athlete, as a competitor, that game was not the real representation of who you guys were, that you want to play another game to prove that game was a fluke?
I feel like this game is not even about that. This game is about getting a championship. It's about trying to do something that's never been done. It's about winning the Big 12 for the fourth time. Nobody's ever done that before, so I feel like that's the mentality of this team. It's not more so about trying to prove anything to each other, getting sidetracked by that. We're trying to go out there and win a championship. That's what we do here at Oklahoma, is win championships.
Kenneth, what is Caleb moving back outside added to this defense during the last month?
Great player. He's added a lot of versatility to us, a lot of physicality, twitch, and explosiveness on the edge. And he's been able to be out in space and play great between the receivers and stuff like that. So I feel like he's just been great. He brings a lot to the table. He's a great player, a great guy, and as y'all know, one of my best friends.
Last year in this game against TCU, he came up with a big play. He comes up with a big play last week. Is there just something about him that does he just find a way to the ball?
Yeah, I mean that's what he does. I mean he just has a natural knack for getting to the ball, and then when he gets to the ball, he has a knack for just getting the ball out. That's his second defensive touchdown he's had in his career. So obviously he has just a knack for getting the ball out and getting to the end zone. So you love playing with guys like that on your team. So it's great having him next to me playing next to me.
What impressed you most when you watched that back on tape?
The touchdown from this week.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he came off the line. He came off the line really explosive, really attacked the guy, vertical, got into him real quick and was able to overpower him. And then once he got to Will Greer, he obviously sacked him and then able to just complete the whole play. I mean he beat the offensive line, sacked him, and then picked up the fumble recovery and scored a touchdown. So he did it all by himself. So I mean that was really impressive.
Is he the type of guy, like, he's moved around, he hasn't really been able to settle in a position? Is he a guy you used to always see flashes that people are always kind of intrigued to see more that play with him?
No, not really. I mean, I feel like he's been working his hardest. Obviously, he started off at Will. They tried to put him in at Will and work that, and so I feel like he was good there. He was making some plays for us there. But Curtis Bowden was in front of him, playing well, and so we just moved him outside back to his original position. He was able to go out there and make big plays. So I mean, he's been making big plays at every position that he's been at. So I think overall he's a great player.
Let me rephrase. I mean, is he maybe have some freakish athletic ability maybe that we haven't seen on a consistent basis then?
I think he has freeze athleticism. Period. I mean,
you see it every day.
I mean, you see it every time he steps on the field. You can see the guy. He can go out there. He can run. He can cover. Seeing him play Sam, a lot of times he's in over the number 2 receiver, able to cover, a bigger guy, able to cover. Then he's able to come off the edge. So, being versatile like that is, definitely freakish.
Kenneth, when you played TCU last year in the rematch, how did you feel as a defense? Having already seen them, did you feel more prepared, feel any different, or were you more comfortable maybe seeing the team for the second time at all?
I felt more comfortable. Obviously, that we had played them before, so I kind of had an idea of what the playbook was like as far as scheme-wise. But as far as a whole, I feel like we were hungry to win the championship, and I feel like that's the same mentality this year. Last year, going to the Big 12 championship really didn't matter who we played. We just were trying to win the championship, and I feel like that's just the mentality that we have this year. We're just trying to win the championship. We're trying to win the 4th Big 12 championship in a row, and trying to do something that's never been done before.
Kenneth, when you have a player like Buki who struggled on Friday night, what do you tell him as a team leader to prepare for this next game?
Just learn from it. Obviously, you're gonna have your struggles, especially as a freshman. I went through my struggles as a freshman, so I was able to, let him know, I went through my struggles, and you're going through your struggles right now. Just learn from it. At the end of the day, you're gonna get better from it, and just learn from it, grow from it, and just don't get too down on yourself. You're just a freshman. You're still a young guy. Continue to work, and you're gonna be great.
Kenneth, a year ago, you guys had a starting quarterback in the locker room who had a big personality, very boisterous, kind of like defensive guys, really. This year, Kyler seems like he has a whole different mentality, personality. How has that changed things, and how much of an adjustment was it, even on the defensive side, to have a quarterback that was so different than Baker was a year ago?
It hasn't really been too much of an adjustment. Kyler is being Kyler, and that's all that you can ask of Kyler, is to be himself. And that's all that the coach is asking of him, is for him to be himself and to come in and just be himself. And that's all we need him to be, is himself. So it's not really an adjustment for anybody else. We all gonna be one team. We all gonna be together, no matter what the attitude is of the quarterback, or what the attitude is of K1. So we just let him be him, and him being him is all we need.
Is it different in the locker room? Quieter this year, maybe?
Nah. It's always been the same family-like locker room. So it's gonna always be that way.
His Bolton's touchdown in the last game, kind of an example of that whole Fido mentality, where things kind of went awry for you most of the game, but then you made the big play there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, that was a big play for us. It was a play that that just happened, and Buzzy just happened to be there to pick up the ball and take it in for a touchdown. It was a big play. Obviously throughout that game, we had some things that didn't go our way, but we had a lot of things that we did well. Ended up coming out with 5 total stops, and ended up coming out with two total defensive touchdowns. And that was one of the biggest moments of the game. Just getting those scores on defense is big in a football game. So definitely exemplifies Fido.
Those 2 touchdowns obviously made a huge difference in the final score. Does that do anything as a defense to vindicate who you guys think you are? Does it do anything to wipe away all the bad commentary, whether it's social media or radio or whatever?
I feel like at the end of the day, all the outside noise doesn't matter. As a defense, that's stuff that we don't worry about. We just let people talk. We go out there and we play for each other. We do what we do for the brother next to us. Obviously, those touchdowns this week, and all the other good stuff that we have. Those are great things, and we have a lot of stuff that we can build on going into this week. And so I feel like that's what the focus is right now.
Kenneth, are you keeping up with the debate that now exists with you and Ohio State and the college football ranking committee and all that kind of stuff?
Nah, not at all. I'm focused on winning the Big 12 championship this week.
You guys are, playing Texas again. There's been all kinds of stuff that's happened last half of the season. West Virginia player got a penalty for the horns down. Breckenhager got reprimanded by the Big 12 for saying you guys don't play defense. Do you feel like people are trying to kind of control this rivalry a little too much?
Nah. I feel like it's college football. It's a rivalry. It's one of the greatest rivalries in college football. But this week it's about winning the championship, and that's what we focus on, winning the Big 12 championship.
Has anybody talked to you about whether or not to put the horns down this week?
Nah. Nobody said.
Nobody said don't do that?
Nobody said anything about not doing nothing. I mean, I'm gonna go out there and play great football. That's what I'm focused on. As a team, that's what we're gonna go out there. We're gonna go out there and play football. It's not about, doing anything disrespectful or anything like this. All we focus on is winning the championship, and that's really what matters. Around here, we like winning rings. So anything else, doesn't really matter to us. We out there, go out there and win a ring this weekend.
But if you put the horns down, you might get a penalty. I mean, that kind of matters, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, you don't want to get a penalty. You don't want to hurt your team. So, as a team, that's what we're focused on. It's just not hurting the team, going out there winning, having a great game, getting a win.
Have you noticed anything different between you and Texas players that you don't get in other rivalries or other games? Just your experience, those 2 times you played them.
What you mean?
Like the level of talk during the game. Or maybe is there more back and forth? Is the trash talk louder, more personal?
No, I mean, I feel like, obviously the game, given the tradition, is built up throughout the week, but, it's trash talk every week. So, every team we play, we trash talk out there on the field. So, it's part of the game of football. It's part of playing football. And it's what makes football fun. It's what, makes the game the greatest game, in America. So, I feel like, it's trash talk every week. It's not about just this game, Texas, OU. I feel like that's what's built up throughout the media. But every week, it's trash talk.
One last question.
Obviously, whoever you're going to play again, but this game being usually October, usually State Fair, usually Cotton Bowl, the fact that it's not in that venue with that, sort of setup that's always the same, how different is that going to be? Maybe it's just a weird factor. I don't know.
I wouldn't say weird. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'm not focused on the venue. As a team, we're not focused on the venue. We're not focused on nothing but winning the championship. And we know that we have a championship on the line this week. And that's all we're focused on is winning the Big 12 championship.